If you are elected to office, would you try and repeal the NAFTA program or GATT program? What would you do there?
I believe in free trade. I'm a farmer by nature, and almost out of every 3 acres a farmer has, the income off of that goes to exports. And we need exports. We need people to buy our products that we produce here. And so I think we have to make those trade agreements very carefully, make sure they're fair. But I believe that we can compete here if our rules are fair across the country and across the world. Mr. Crown?
Absolutely. NAFTA is not fair. We're subsidizing the farmers to make their products cheap enough for a foreign country to buy. Okay? That's what we're doing. Subsidizing costs you and I money, drives up the price. NAFTA has got to go. GATT's got to go. CAFTA's got to go. Unless those treaties are advantageous to us, they've got to go.
Thank you. Ray, we need to talk up a little higher because it's kind of hard to hear back here.
Roger.
Yeah, been watching a lot of ads on TV, and I've heard it. Everybody on TV says, I want this, I want that. What are there, 257 people around? How don't you explain to me how you can say, I'm going to make all the difference when they got 249 other people with their own private accident and they have trouble?
Go ahead, you go first. I'm going to keep jumping up. Yeah, there's 435 actually representatives of different people, and it is a challenge. But you're a voice, and you get with other people with similar voices, and you make a choir. And I'm encouraged by the other candidates that I have met across this country that are patriots, that are just ordinary people like me who've been living with the laws and who are frustrated with the direction of our country, and who say we have got to stop. And they are committed, and I have had some great conversations with some representatives who are currently elected, and they get it, some truly conservative representatives, and they're like, we're looking for you to be here and join us so that we can turn this around. So we will do it together. But if there's something that is, there's a Thomas Jefferson quote I like, says, when it comes to style, swim with the current. When it comes to principles, stand on like a rock. And I think that's kind of a formula for legislators. Sometimes you can get bills done for your district, maybe an amendment. There's different styles. You can introduce it as a bill, a standalone, and you can work with other people and incorporate it or whatever. But when there's certain principles that you stand on, and I have those core beliefs for my faith, and there's certain things I will stand on. I am pro-life. I'm not going to change on that. I am pro-gun. I'm not going to change on that. I am a Christian, and I'm going to stand by those Christian beliefs and values. So other than that, I'm going to work with you and for you in anything you need, but there's certain things we principle and you stand, and otherwise you join with like-minded people and you do it together.
I think I answered this question a while ago. My concern with sending another Democrat or another Republican back to Washington is the policy doesn't change. It stays the same. That's why we absolutely must send a different message and a different messenger to Washington, D.C. to represent you. You want a constitutional representation. You don't want it almost constitutional. You want constitutional. We are a constitutional republic. If, doggone it, if it's not in the rule book, then why are we talking about it? You need somebody up there that's going to say that. You need somebody up there that's going to say, stop. Or go in front of the camera and say, this is completely unconstitutional. Call your representative. You need somebody who's going to stand up. And I think if a party goes, then you get party policy.
Yes. I'm a teacher and I'm just used to waiting hands. Okay, I am Christy Jordan, and I would like to ask Campbell a question first. Well,
I'm not even running.
don't be shut, don't be shut.
Oh,
I just want to know, how long ago was it? And I want to talk to you, then I want to talk to them, but how long ago was it that you invited Ike Skelton and Vicky and Mr. Cowan here? Was it 2-3 months ago?
well, actually, I started asking Congressman Skelton, I believe, in September, possibly the last of August. And I have to go back and check my emails, and I talked to his representative, Jason Roush, actually we emailed him, and we were talking on the phone for lunch, I believe. And Tommy told me that they were going through all of their invitations, and he would let me know by the 1st of October. And I said, fine, and I got back in touch with him, and I said, tell me, are you coming? And he said, no, that they were not. Now, Mr. Cowan actually called me, and that was my mistake, because I was working with Ms. Hartzler and Congressman Skelton. I had not seen the ballot, which was also my mistake, because they hadn't been sent from the courthouse. I said, allow them to send me the ballot. And I thought that there could be other people on the ballot. He actually called me, and I was more than happy to have him come, and that was just like about a week ago. And I tried to call the Libertarian candidate, whose name I had written down, but I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, I tried to contact him and tell him that he was also certainly welcome to come. I never heard a response from him.